So I wanted to make a video about my story, and I wanted to share why I felt like the genetic testing was really important for us to implement to our Fit 180 programming. A little bit about my history. I'm 35 now, but in my early 20s, I was probably about 20 pounds heavier than I am now. Here's a before and after picture. Don't laugh. That when I was 20 pounds heavier and tan. I worked out 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, food logged every single day. I ate 1,400 calories on most days, 1,800 calories on, maybe one a day a week as like my cheat meal day. And then I was still trying to lose the same 15, 20 pounds, and I would yo-yo constantly. I did a lot of trial and error, so it took me years until what happened was, when I was working full-time as an independent trainer, I was training so much all day long that I really was tired and I couldn't do my 2 hour workouts, which was like an hour of pickup basketball, which is high intensity, and then another hour of like interval training at high intensity. But I still wanted to get my workouts in. So what I would do is I would go and just accidentally fall into a low intensity workout. Like I'd go to the gym, I'd lift weights, then I'd take a big rest, check some email, look at my phone, and then I go do something else. So it turned out to be like a, hour-long low intensity workout, only because I was too tired from just working all day. So the weight just started to fall off, and I was still food logging back. It took me years to get to that point, but I finally understood what works and what doesn't work. I always knew that I needed a little bit lower intensity exercises. Clients I worked with, I knew certain clients needed high intensity exercises. And then I also knew other clients that needed a combination of both. Most people need a combination of both. So fast forward to, just a couple months ago, I took a 5-minute cheek swab test, and it told me what took me years to figure out. Basically, what my DNA for myself is that I have very low carb sensitivity, which I know is to be true because I can eat more carbs than most people. I've seen tons of food logs. I've worked with thousands of clients by this time, and I know my body, I could eat a little bit more carbs than most people and still maintain my weight. But I also knew by experiment, and this test solidified it, that I was fat sensitive. The other thing is, it told the results of this genetic testing told me that most 90% of my exercise needs to be low intensity and 10% needs to be high intensity. So that's what I've been doing for years, and it's been really easy. Like if you saw me work out, you'd think I'm like pretty lazy, but I'm doing what is good for my body, and I know to keep my figure in how I want it to look. Yeah, I use my heart rate monitor, and the trainers here train me. So what took me years to figure out with trial and error, you can take in a 5-minute swab test and the results get back to you in less than 3 weeks. I want to show you a picture of one of the results pages that we get. I have to do 90%, if you can see it, 90% low intensity exercise and 10% high intensity exercise. Other thing that it tells me is how carb sensitive and how fat sensitive I am. And just like I have experimented for many years and knew about myself, it says I am very low carb sensitive, highly sensitive to fats. So knowing this makes it so much easier to eat and make the right choices. So I'm really excited that we are going to offer this at Fit 180.